Hey, what's up? It's Joe Chavez. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Joe Chavez and I am your unofficial digital marketing career coach. I help you start and grow your marketing career here on this channel. In this video, I'm going to try to keep it to about 3 to 5 minutes talking about a recent blog post that I wrote titled, and I have the blog post right here, Marketers Who Write Will Rule the World. So I'm not a marketer, but at the end of the day, I believe strongly that any marketer who is actually writing online is going to rule the world. Now, I mean that figuratively. I'm not saying they're actually going to take over the world and be president. I'm just referring to they're going to own their career. They're going to really grow and excel faster than they would if they weren't writing. So I'm going to go through a couple points. So 1, writing builds trust. 2, writing captures ideas. Then we're going to talk about how writing creates leverage. Then I'm going to wrap up with talking about how writing is marketing and that writing creates mental clarity. So I've been like you probably, where I've been helping and working behind the scenes in marketing for a long time, helping e-commerce brands. For a long time, I worked actually in the nonprofit space, so growing churches for like 7 years, working in mega churches, got out of that probably about 4 or 5 years ago. But throughout the whole time was working with e-commerce brands and social media, doing social media stuff online for brands, running my own consulting stuff on the side. So I've been behind the scenes, and I'm guessing that you probably got into marketing at some level because you wanted to be behind the scenes and help other people because you didn't want to be the face of something. And that's where writing kind of clashes, because you're going to put out your thoughts and your ideas on the internet. But at the end of the day, even though I'm not a writer, I've been procrastinating on writing because of the fact that I was afraid. I had a lot of things that I was learning, but I just didn't want to share them because I was afraid of what other people would think. And after just getting to the point of realizing most of what I'm doing as a marketer every single day consists of writing, and the fact that I'm not writing is just hindering my own growth, and I'm not teaching and sharing online is just hindering my own growth. And even though I have a million excuses to not do it, it's just hindering my own growth, and I'm just afraid. And I just decided this year in 2021 that I am going to consistently show up every single week. I'm going to write online because everything starts with writing, whether it's a podcast, whether it's a YouTube video, no matter what it is, even if it's a marketing campaign, it all starts with writing out the idea, communicating the thought. And really, if I build up this repository of ideas and thoughts through writing, and I'm able to articulate what I'm thinking, then I'm actually able to share that with the world, share that with my clients, share that with you guys. This channel wouldn't be existent if I didn't actually write out some of the thoughts I had before. You think I'm just getting on here rambling off the top of my head? Sometimes I actually am doing that. But for the most of the time, I have a framework for how I write things out. I'll go through what if, why, how, and an action step. And I'll basically use that framework that I learned from a course I took on Founder, and they kind of lay out that framework for teaching courses. I said, hey, I'm just going to use that for my videos. So let me get back to how writing builds trust. So trust is built through interactions over time. Think about it. If you were to have an interaction with me on one video and we spent 5 minutes together, it'd probably be a lot less effective than if I created 5 interactions that were 1 minute long and I taught you something in each one of those interactions. That's how we're building trust here. I'm creating these 5 to 7 minute videos, and you're getting to know me, and I'm teaching you something, hopefully, and helping you start and grow your marketing career. And it's happening over time. And that is the power of writing. Because you're able to build that trust over time, and you're able to build in a relationship with your audience online. Next, writing captures ideas. So ideas are just thoughts that we have about something we could do. And if you're like me, you don't remember most of the great ideas you had last week. Writing down ideas, publishing them for the world to see, causes you to think through what you thought. So think about that for a second. If you're a marketer looking for permission to write online, this is it. This video right now is your permission to write online. You don't have to wait until you feel ready. You will feel more ready as you continue to do it. And chances are most people aren't going to read your writing in the beginning anyways, but it's still a way for you to better communicate your ideas and thoughts and actually put that down on paper. And that way, when you have conversations with clients or with potential clients or with colleagues, you're able to better articulate what you're thinking, and you can probably just copy and paste what you've written before and send it to them. Because a lot of what we do in client work is you're doing the same thing again and again, just in different scenarios. And if you come up with an idea or an opinion on how something should work, you're going to be able to use that opinion to influence the people around you. Which brings me to my next point. Writing creates leverage. What I mean by that is being able to create something once and then let the tiny invisible robots, as David Perel would call it, let them take all of your ideas and push them out to the world. You're watching this video right now, and I created it one time. And check the view count. It probably has less than 50 views. That's okay. I'm just getting my channel started, and I expect no more than 100 views in these first 100 videos. But I'm able to get this out to multiple people. You think about if you had a, if I had to physically go and give this exact talk I'm giving you to each one of you at your house. Well, you'd probably really appreciate me showing up at your doorstep, knocking on your door, walking into your house, and you're in your PJs eating a bowl of cereal, and you're like, why are you in my house right now? You're able to watch this video at the comfort of your own home. And you're maybe pausing this video, then watching it again, then pausing and watching again. That's what the internet allows you to do. It allows you to create leverage with others. Also, like I said, you're able to copy and paste these ideas around the internet. You can copy it and schedule it as social media posts that can go out consistently over the next year. Like, there's so many things you can do with starting with writing. Also, writing is marketing. Think about what you do most of the time as a marketer. You either doing, say, email marketing, paid ads, writing a campaign brief. All of it involves writing. I don't know if we'll ever get away from the fact that you'll have to write something out. Being somebody who uses Loom a lot, I could see how we can get to a place where I can communicate my ideas on video, but most of the time, there's going to be some element of needing to write out the concept of the idea and the brief or the tagline. And by writing online, you're going to get better at communicating your thoughts clearly and simply. Because at the end of the day, writing is thinking. If you're not writing, you're not thinking. And I know that's a really strong point, but it brings me to my last point, which is writing creates mental clarity. So productivity legend, the GOAT of productivity, David Allen, he actually wrote a book called Getting Things Done. If you're curious, you can go ahead and check that out on Amazon. But he said famously, your head is for having ideas, not holding them. So if you had to remember all the ideas that you had in your head, could you do it? Chances are no, because that is really hard. Our brains are not meant to hold all those ideas. And that's where writing creates mental clarity. Capturing your high-level ideas on your favorite notes app, then coming back to them on a weekly basis and writing about them is a much better system. And it's also going to do wonders for your career. Think about if a recruiter comes to you and says, hey, I want to look at what Susie, the marketer, has written or thinks about marketing. And we're looking to hire somebody who is really smart and can think clearly about marketing. And then they can read your thoughts and actually see your successes, your failures, and how you've written about them. That's only going to communicate that, yes, you are capable of leading. And not only do you know the subject matter, you can also clearly communicate. So you're probably going to be given more of a leadership role than just doing the technical work. So like a computer, our brains can tend to slow down as we're trying to hold these ideas in our heads, and that can then lead to stress. So why not free up some mental space and make your day a little bit better by writing out your thoughts on marketing, detailing out an idea that you have, or teaching something that you've learned about marketing this week. I'd love to know if this video was helpful to you, or if you did not like this type of content. Let me know by giving me a thumbs down if it was bad content, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And as always, I'd love to know what you learned from this video, so let us know in the comments below. And until the next video, go ahead and check out this video up here, all about being a digital marketer and working remote. Hopefully that video helps you out if you're just getting into remote working or thinking about doing it. Until the next time, your unofficial digital marketing career coach signing off, Joe Chavez. I'll see you later.